Today we'll be looking at the Redmi 1S, also known as the Hongmi 1S from Chinese manufacturer Xiaomi. The 1S comes in a compressed cardboard box that's relatively prone to damage, but still gets the job done. Inside you'll find the Redmi 1S itself, underneath which is a pamphlet with some leaflets, alongside an included USB cable, as well as an AC adapter. Redmi 1S itself is the lesser member of Xiaomi's new family, sitting somewhere under the just released Mi 4 device. It is the successor to the original Xiaomi Redmi aka Hongmi, and it features a 4.7-inch screen of 720p resolution, covered in Gorilla Glass 2. Above the display, you'll find a 1.6 megapixel front-facing camera capable of 720p video recording, while underneath you'll find a row of capacitive buttons that are not part of the display, as is customary of late on Android devices. The bare left side is complemented on the right by a volume rocker and a power lock button. Up top, you'll find a solitary 3.5mm headphone jack, while around the bottom you'll find a micro USB port as well as the primary microphone pinhole. On the back, you'll find a pleasantly matted back panel that's fairly resistant to fingerprints, alongside a speakerphone grille, a secondary microphone pinhole, and the 8 megapixel shooter alongside a LED flash. The rear panel is easily removable via a small thumb inset on the right side. Underneath, you'll find support for 2 SIM cards, only one of which, however, supports 3G networks, and the removable 2000 mAh battery. The Xiaomi Redmi 1S runs on Android 4.3 Jelly Bean with Xiaomi's custom MIUI launcher on top. You're greeted by a familiar circular unlock pattern that can either unlock your phone or takes you to the telephony, messaging, or camera interface, depending on which way you unlock the device. Past the unlock screen, you're greeted by the usual home screen configuration that is similar to that which you'll find on many Android devices, except that there's a notable absence of an app launcher, which means that all your apps will be located directly on the home screens. You can adjust the number of home screens as well as transition effects, wallpapers, or even add widgets easily through a pinch gesture. You can easily change the look of the Redmi 1S's interface through Xiaomi's very robust themes browser that's available in English in this version of MIUI. You'll also notice that there's access to the Play Store, which is of course available on Xiaomi devices that are sold outside of China. The task switcher is very simplified on this edition of MIUI, likely due to the 1GB of RAM. As you can see here, there are no thumbnail previews of your opened apps. Instead, they simply appear as a list of icons. The gallery app is pretty straightforward. There is a very basic photo editor also included that allows you to adjust all sorts of various filters and effects. The camera interface is similar to that which you'll find on the Redmi, except without as many options. Here, the camera shooting capabilities max out at 1080p video, but you are able to shoot in HDR mode as well as choose from a variety of video filters and scenes, although they are not available with live previews like on the Mi 4. Web browsing is done through the default Android browser, which has been slightly edited by Xiaomi. Despite the not so recent Jelly Bean build and 1GB of RAM, browsing performance is not particularly slow, but it is unfortunately not flagship grade.